Good morning. It's a morning full of lives, isn't it, today? I just thought I would pop on and do a very brief little live because charity shops are very, very slowly reopening around here. And we have one that is now properly open, and they are becoming inundated with donations. And I had a lovely chat with not just the lady who was men addressing it, but actually the lady who coordinates all of the shops in the local area. So it was a very fruitful morning. But the nice thing is I did get some bits, and it's not jewellery. So a bit of a change. This particular charity shop, they have a one-way system, so you have to wait outside to go in. Fair enough. Sanitise when you go in. I always go in with a mask. And then it's a one-way system all the way around. So because I'm one of those people that if I'm going to go to the charity shop and it's not immediately where I live, it's a little drive, I'm going to look at everything. I do mostly do clothes. I do jewellery as well, but actually I like everything, bric-a-brac, bits and pieces, anything weird and wonderful. So I like to look quite carefully if I've gone to the effort of going in there. Oh, good morning, good morning. Hello, Karen. How are you? Have you been to the hospital this morning? I should ask, shouldn't I? That's me having a nag. I hope everything's okay. Morning, Maria. Morning, Veronica. And hello, Lainey. I watched your video, Lainey, all about lymphedema and lipodemia and all that. Very interesting, but my goodness me, what a thing to live with. Thank you for sharing it, because there's a lot of people who will have no understanding of that. And you know, it's not a medical explanation of it, but it's someone who's living with it. So thank you for sharing that with us. Oh, hello, Sue. Capitan, I think is probably what you meant, but I'll take it. Hello, Nia. Nice to see you here. Is it afternoon already? Gosh, yes, it is just about. I've had a busy morning because I had to go and do some post. And then, like I say, I went out to this little chazza, so I wanted to share a few goodies. Yes, do message me, Carl. Wanted to share my goodies. Top of my head. My total spend this morning was £11, 11 whole English pounds. Morning, Leanne. And it was basically not a massive shop. I'm being very careful. I hope it does make people aware. People don't always realise. I think I was warned about having lymphedema in the arm that I had lymph nodes removed on when I had my breast cancer operation many years ago. I was warned about it. I've never really had a problem. So, yeah, but I know massaging can help. But when it gets quite serious, it's got to make life very difficult. Not something we need. So, so while I was waiting outside to go in, queuing diligently, I spotted I do like a nice Paisley shirt. This is menswear. It's quite a big size, I feel. I think my husband looked nice in this. This is a tailored fit, and the brand. No, it's not going to go for a huge amount, bearing in mind it was £2, so I didn't spend a lot on it. Duchamp. French brand. There was a little loose thread there. Let me get that while I spot it. No, I've lost my scissors. There they are. Massive scissors. I need to get rid of that thread or it will escape my quality control, won't it? There we go. Oh, damn it. There, right. I like the design. The monochrome Paisley always has a bit of a following, and it's a nice brand. It is cotton. I'm just trying to see what size it is though, because with hubby I find length of sleeves is an issue because he's tall and he has long arms. You do, and yes, I can be free. Give me times details, Lainey. It would be funny. It'd be hilarious to do that with you. I've very much enjoyed watching the other ones and thinking I have no clue what the answer to that is. So I will display my ignorance for the entire world to see. And why not? Where's the fabric label then? Can't find it. How annoying is that? It's probably in here somewhere. It feels like 100% cotton anyway. These usually are. But that, I would say, is probably at least a large. Going by the width across the shoulders. That's such a lovely pattern. Like it. So that was my first buy. That was before I'd even gone in the shop. So I thought, it's quite good. I'm very fortunate because what they're doing is they're having everything at £2. They're getting so inundated with stuff, and I think a lot of charity shops will find this, that it pays them. So that's my cat over there. That it kind of pays to for them to shift stuff, and that suits me a lot. And I've been able to talk to them about bulk buying things like jewellery and stuff as well, because I don't think they've got some people that will sort through stuff, but it depends how much they get, doesn't it? Ooh, morning, Andrea. 2 o'clock is fine. I will write it down just because. We put it on a very large piece of paper. I'm so organised, I've put bits of paper everywhere. Here we go, 2 p.m. Saturday. Yeah, should be fine for that. You see, it's the Sunday that's not good for me because it's my hubby's birthday. He's 60, the big 60. And we've got people then, but the Saturday should work quite well. Noted. Right. I'll make sure that gets somewhere I find it. Oh, hello, Shasta. How are you? Saw your Danish thing this morning. Love that pilgrim necklace. In fact, I did find a pilgrim necklace in one of my bags, but it was more of the brassy one rather than that silver tone. And that was beautiful with the stars. Really liked it. Right. Next thing I found was... Oh, yes, we went to the dresses. Now, I have got a big stock of dresses, so I am trying not to... But the profit margin in dresses is better, isn't it, than tops and things, I find. I picked this one up because it's Devore, 2 layers. It smells lovely, actually. So I must have a nice perfume. It's not a big size, but it's a 2-layered one with Devore, and it is Phase 8. And I find that, you know, they're one of those brands that people like Phase 8, they'll keep buying it. I suspect it's vintage because it's not a very big 12. It really is a nice sort of thing. I hope someone will enjoy that. It probably is silk. Let's go delve into its underskirts to see what's happening here. Isn't it funny? You try and look for a fabric. Ah, here we go. There it is. 75% viscose, 25% silk, the outer. That's fine. It's a bit easier to look after than pure silk, to be honest. But I reckon with people wanting to go out to things, I've noticed a little bit of an upsurge in the dressier clothes. So, you know, let's hope it appeals to somebody. Oh, hello, Mum of 5 sons. Gosh, everybody's in. Oh, itchy nose. So I thought, okay, that's dresses. There were a lot of dresses there, but some of them are stuff that's still been there. They haven't quite sort of moved stuff on yet. Now, this is kind of one of my default go-tos. This is a vintage St. Michael, what I call a slippery shirt. It's one of these very silky, it isn't silk, it's actually a polyester, I think, or a viscose. But these kind of, in good sizes, these kind of what I call secretary shirts, do have a following. People like the texture of them. People of all persuasions enjoy the texture of them. So I find that, although they may not sell for a massive amount of money, you know, that, and it's quite an old-fashioned style one. I'd quite like it. It's got this sort of dagger collar. So it's St. Michael from Marks and Spencer's. And I believe the size, it's a gold. Metallic ones are, and well, black always sells well, but metallic ones I think people really like. This is a vintage UK 16 with a 38 bust. So that's more like to fit a modern 14 in gold. And it's 100% finest polyester. Probably from the 80s, I'm imagining. But nice and shiny with no faults on it. People like the texture. So I will pick those up. If they're cheap enough, I'm not going to pay more than a couple of quid for it. You're listing. Good job I'm sitting down. Well done, Karen. No, that's good. Keep feeding the beast. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 things bought. So I poodle around then, and we hit menswear. Again, I'm not buying much in menswear, but I had to pick this up. Oh, it's black, so it's not really showing very well. It's a needle cord, really velvety, vintage, brand new with its tags. So new old stock, black men's jacket. Absolutely immaculate, absolutely beautiful. Nice vintage one. She says, just double checking all the cuff things are there. But this is what I like. Still got its ticket. And apparently back then, God knows when that was, it was £85. So it wasn't a cheap item. Intelligent label for stock control. Maybe it is. This is probably, might be the early 90s. It's a style thing really, but completely unused. Absolutely beautiful. It's so nice. Oh, it's the Collezione one, which is their slightly more. It's a little above their basic stuff. It's a nice label. Let's see if we got any fabric content. It's going to be cotton on the outside. But it just felt beautiful. It's a 40-inch chest, so that's a medium. Oh, it's polyester. How strange. It has such a nice feeling to it, though. So there we go. I mean, these sort of blazer things do go well. I will buy menswear. I know a lot of people don't have anything to do with menswear, but I find it a lot more straightforward. You put the basic measurements in. I think I get fewer returns with men's clothing, it has to be said. And hasn't it been a bit of a thing for returns? I'm not saying I've had loads, but I've certainly had more than I normally do. But there you go. It is what it is. Now, so I've done all the sort of clothing sections, and I'm having a look at the jewellery, and then I have a chat and leave my little card with the lady behind the till, who isn't the manageress but is looking after the place. Talked to her about jewellery. There wasn't anything there worth me grabbing, really. I mean, it would have worked out £1.50 a necklace, and I don't pay that unless it's something amazing. So I pootled around to the bric-a-brac. And they have, I could have stood and looked things up, but I wasn't really in the mood. I've got some bric-a-brac behind me, but then I saw this. Do you know what stone it is? And no, it's not agate, before anyone says. Oh, hello, Mike Hando. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, and Josh is in. Gosh, I've missed people, haven't I? Do we know what the stone is? Points for guessing. It was a whole English pound. A pound. And it's beautiful. It's quite heavy. Wait and see if anyone's guessing what it is. It's one of my favourite stones, and I'm big on stones, admittedly, always have been, gems and semi-precious and things like this. Good guess. It's actually malachite, Sue. It's malachite. You can tell because of these little islands of green, and it's way prettier than it looks on here. And the back is quite raw, so it's a real piece of stone. It's not faked. Now I've had a look at these. That's it, Kath. Well done. It is lush, isn't it? I mean, it just feels beautiful. These sell for quite a lot. It's like a trinket dish, I think, for jewellery or cufflinks or something like that. I reckon this is probably a good 50 quid's worth. And for £1, that's my find of the day. So bolos, don't ignore the bric-a-brac shelf. It's always worth a look because you never know what little treasures are there. I'm so tempted to keep it though. Oh, you just had the nurses round. Oh, well, I hope you're doing well, because I know you've really been through the wars, haven't you? So I hope they made you comfortable. So that was a real beauty. That was like yes, this is why I look at bric-a-brac. Mind you, I sell bric-a-brac. Every now and again, a piece will go. I've sold this sort of strange brass kind of boat thing that I picked up, and that's gone. So, but that's probably a 50 quid job. And then I'm just going around, and I couldn't really get out. It was trying to work out how to go around the one-way system again to go up to the till. And just as I'm walking back past the dresses, a lady's putting some dresses out, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. She held this up. I was like, oh, that's pretty. I might have that. It's very sheer indeed. Maxi, floaty. I thought, right, that's so on my list. It does need a bit of a repair, but I can repair that. It's along the seam, and I can repair it. And the reason I'm going to repair it is because it is Diane von Furstenberg. This is Soleil and Swim, which is obviously her beach wear. This is 100% silk. But even with the repairs that need doing, I thought it was worth a punch because it was £2. They can go for they can go for quite a decent amount of money. I mean, obviously with the repairs it will go for less, but there's still a market for this, and people are going to be going on holiday now. So get your holiday stuff listed. You know, I mean, my holiday is going to be in the UK, although Whitstable seems to be having a rough time with things right now. And let's hope it's all sorted out by the time I go in August and they've got rid of all the trouble, because it's not the sort of place that has trouble normally. And they've had some problems with gangs on the beach and all sorts. I mean, where have they come from? It's like, what's going on? It's normally such a relaxed place. So let's hope they sort that out. And all of the issues around all of Britain's beaches, because people are going to want to go on holiday there. You know, I personally wouldn't want to go abroad this summer. I mean, maybe later in the year, but I couldn't even get my head around it, to be fair. Maybe you should do a video like Lainey, Mike. Yeah, because people who haven't been ill or haven't had hospital stays or ongoing long-term health problems really don't quite understand, unless you've got something very visible. You know, people just think, oh, well, you must be okay. You look okay, especially if you're one of those people that sort of presents, puts a brave face on it, if you know what I mean, and appears to cope well. People don't always appreciate just what it is you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So, yeah, why not? Why not, Mike? That would be fabulous. So I've got to get to repairing this. That was my haul. Like I say, I only spent £11, but, you know, I've more than got my money back with that piece. So it's not just jewellery, it's beautiful stones. I will probably pop back there again later in the week. I intend to go there twice a week while they keep running sales and putting new stuff out. Some of the other shops aren't going to open for quite a while. I will do another bag of jewellery probably maybe tomorrow. I've got 2 big bags sitting there, so I will do that. We'll keep going with the jewellery bags. But I'm photographing them as well, so I've got quite a bit of work to do, photography and listing wise, scheduling it all ahead. And we all know Lex isn't in here because she's working hard. That's what I'm thinking. So it's been lovely to see you. It's all been a bit brief. I know it's been a quick one, but I just wanted to check in and go, yay, charity shop haul, happy days. I like feeling a bit more back to normal. I don't like wearing a mask in a charity shop because I have to take my glasses off because they fog up. And you're there like this and you're all hot and bothered. But, you know, it's worth it. They're still not crowded around our way, you know. There's not loads of people trying to get into the charity shops, for which I'm deeply grateful. It's just the hardy souls like us who make our living from it who are doing it. And this Sunday, the first boot fair is happening, and the weather is supposed to be set fair. So I won't be selling at this one. I may sell at one later in the year when they've kind of got going a bit. But I'm going to be up there. I'm not going to go super early. I don't want to be in with the crowds. I just want to mosey around and see what's what and find a few treasures. I don't need to spend a lot of money. I'm not absolutely desperate for stock here, but I just want to see if I can find something different and unusual. So I will probably do some sort of a haul at some point with that stuff, trying not to clash with everybody else's. Yeah, ta-ta for now. I will probably see you all on Lainey's channel, Big Girls Really Do Cry, on Saturday around 2ish, because she's going to be quizzing me and I'm going to be showing all of my ignorance in a very large dollop live. So we will see you then. So tutty bye for now. I will say goodbye. Nice to see you all. Bye bye now. Yes, I do. Second button. Bye bye.